Hello, I'm Luke Hatfield. You join me and Lewis Cox. We're here at the Montgomery Waters Meadow. We've just witnessed a great game, Lewis. Looked like it was done and dusted after about 56 minutes. I think I got that right. But what a comeback from Town, and to win on penalties, fans being back in ground is great to see, but when it's a 17-year-old netting a winning penalty.
The Carabao Cup is alive.
Oh, get your Carabao out.
Yeah. You were so buzzing it looked like we had about 10 Carabao. But it was class, wasn't it?
It was great.
Yeah, it was 0-0 at half time, weren't we? And we were sort of comparing views on it being a average at best 0-0.
Yeah.
I've seen worse, but not great. Pretty even. Lincoln maybe edged it, but yeah, 55 minutes gone and Town looked absolutely out of it, 2-0 down. Daniel Udo inspired Shrewsbury from the bench. What a cameo, what an introduction. What a start to the season for him after a great pre-season to get 2 great goals. Certainly the second one. Force, obviously, spot kicks straight to penalties, and yeah, 4-2 to Shrewsbury on penalties, obviously, after a couple of Lincoln misses, and yeah, Josh Vellen misses for Town, and up steps Tom Bloxham, as you say, 17-year-old, not 18 till November. Serious minerals.
Oh yeah.
To be, PK taker number 5. The decisive penalty taker, and he properly slotted it away, didn't he? Sort of rammed it in. Great scenes. Players all ran to him, celebration. Less to be said about the. I was going to use some choice words for the individuals that decided to get on the pitch. Maybe we can get onto that in celebration. But it was a great moment. Not spoiled by the pitch invaders. Brilliant moment. Great first time in the second round of the League Cup for 5 seasons it is. Possible Premier League opposition. Great scenes with Cottrell, the staff players and the fans at the end doing the cheers to the crowd. Even though it was only a low crowd, it was a great atmosphere, great moment, great night.
Yeah, and for Bloxham, like you said, the way he stepped up to that penalty, because he's seen some misses before him. I'm still waiting for Tom Hoppers to come down. I don't know when that's going to...
Oh yeah, that was a shocker, wasn't it?
I don't know when that's going to end up in the car park, but that wasn't a great penalty. But he slotted it away. For a lad who's only just come onto the pitch as well, because he wasn't on for long.
Confidence, he must be... Well, I have heard he's a confident lad, and that's, confirmed that there, certainly, hasn't it? Word for Morosi in goal, who saved, obviously, Hopper blazed over. I think it was Fiorini that Marco Marini saved.
Good save as well.
Morosi saved from. Yeah, good save to his left. Yeah, he had a good night, didn't he, Morosi? Even when Town were 2-0 down, another good night. So bodes well. But loads to get into. Bloxham, it's sort of his night, but really it's Dan Udo's night.
Yeah, I think that double was inspired. And let's be honest, it shouldn't have even gone to penalties.
Good point. Yeah. There's don't know how long this video is going to be.
Everyone seems to forget that, didn't they?
Yeah, 90, I think 5 minutes added on, you're in for about 93rd, 94th, and Matthew Pennington scrambles home at a corner. We're all waiting to...
About that far over the line, by the way.
Yeah. We're all waiting to limit our celebrations professionally in the press box, obviously, after a last-minute winner from a 2-0 down. But yeah, it looked in by a yard. We all thought that in the press box. My vision certainly is not the best, as everyone knows, but even I could see it was over the line. The keeper was in the goal, he wasn't on his line.
No, he was almost sat down in his goal. Yeah,
everyone could tell. Certainly, the South Stand, it was in front of the South Stand, that's closed tonight, but everyone, all the fans in here knew, you could tell. So they had a case to feel robbed, to be honest, Town, if it didn't go their way in the pens. It looked in. Yeah. Pennington actually had one of those last season, behind closed doors, ruled out as well. Poor guy. But yeah, they could have won it in normal time. We spoke to Cottrell there, as you would imagine, and roller coaster of a night. Obviously, lots of emotions, but he was actually quite honest about how disappointed with the first hour he was. Probably rightfully so. Highlighted poor passing and the turnover, just being unable to keep it. I think we were saying when Town were 0-0, 2-0 down. Lacking in forward areas.
Yeah,
it wasn't sticking.
Yeah, couldn't get the ball to stick. There was, whenever Ogbetter got the ball and he was in a slightly deeper midfield role, which I don't think really suited him. He turned and he was basically being asked to run 60, 70 yards with the ball, which is never going to happen every single time.
Yeah, well, I suppose ironically, Cottrell made the double change, introducing Udo and whoever else he introduced just slipped my mind.
Josh Daniels.
Yeah, I thought it was Josh Daniels. Yeah, and it was a shuffle round, wasn't it? Daniels went to right wing back. Elliot Bennett moved into central midfield, taking Ogbetter back to his natural left side, and actually Bennett in midfield and Ogbetter on the left made the first goal. You know, it was instantly improved, and Town started to look far more potent. Ogbetter's a natural left-sided player, so perhaps we should expect that. It was a great cross. Udo pounced, didn't he? We said earlier, didn't we? Predatory. He knows where instinctive. He knows where to be, and if he has no time to think, lashes it in pretty much all the time. The second goal was just quality. He scored a few of those actually, both for Telford, I know, and for Shrewsbury, and he's got it in his locker, and he's certainly developing. Really good signs. Could it be his season? It looks like he's, you know, really starting to arrive, and that might sound harsh, but maybe he's played within himself, I'm not sure, but he's really starting to maybe blossom and bloom. Great night for him and everyone, really. Great scenes at the end. Yeah, who next in the second round? You know, I wouldn't mind a Premier League away trip. Now fans are back, great, you know, fans can actually look forward to the draw. Yeah, certainly, and it's good to see Shrewsbury Town going, making that step in the cup. Off the pitch, of course, a couple of issues need addressing. Former skipper, Ollie Norburn, he's gone. He's gone. That was all rather sharp today, wasn't it? Obviously a talking point from the weekend's defeat to Burton, when Norburn was left out. We obviously found out he was stripped of the captaincy, which went to Ebanks Landell, and then was on the bench obviously and remained an unused sub, which was very telling. I mean, very telling he was stripped of the captaincy. Even more telling he was left out. Cottrell was quite honest about the situation post-match on Saturday. Certainly we reported on Monday, didn't we? You know, developments will happen in the window, so it sounded like something will happen. And obviously been aware of Peterborough's interest in the midfielder, long-standing really, 18 months, 2 years. They have tried to get him before, and we're obviously made aware of the situation this week, and it's gone through. And I mean, we were confident. We reported earlier it was a hefty, significant six-figure fee Shrewsbury received for their former captain, who of course was Shrewsbury's record signing 3 years ago, 2018, when he checked in. We believe that was in the region of 250, 275,000, you know, smashing the previous record. But the fee Town have recouped today is impressive for the club, given he had a year, 10 months left on his contract and would have walked for free next summer, and clearly wasn't part of the plans, wouldn't have been involved. Cottrell said there to us, you know, the club have got a very good and excellent deal, excellent price for Norburn, and actually we can reveal, can't we, that we understand that the fee Peterborough paid is £350,000 for Norburn, which is, you know, a not insignificant fee for a player in League One who's got less than a year left on his contract, and he's not a young player. He's 28, turning 29. It's you know, a serious figure, and certainly the best for all parties, because Norburn's got to move to the Championship, which he's really craved. You know, good luck to him in that. I've got a lot of time for him, not really too many bad words to say about him at all. He's a good lad, had a tough time of it, and, you know, great deal for the club and him, and hopefully, I mean, you know, hopefully the funds can be reinvested before the month's out, didn't he? Cottrell said watch this space on new recruits, so, you know, watch this space. Because they needed, because the squad's light. Obviously, which fans are very much aware of. Not
helped by the fact that Ethan Ebanks Landell, he wasn't on the team sheet today, and it turns out that he won't be available for the next 10 days or so. No, Ethan Ebanks Landell, the new captain. The lights have gone. Good job, we're on to the last point. Ethan's unfortunately tested positive for COVID-19. That was yesterday, and has begun 10 days isolation. So obviously missed out tonight. He misses out Saturday's league trip to Morecambe, newly promoted Morecambe, and unfortunately he also misses Portsmouth next Tuesday night. Big game, obviously, Pompey. So I believe those are the two games he'll miss 10 days. Just you know, thankfully he seems to be okay, and that's the main thing. Obviously he doesn't, condition doesn't worsen or anything like that, but from club's point of view, I mean, it's a shame. At this stage they're light on numbers when they haven't finished their recruitment, so that doesn't help the manager, doesn't help the team, you know, albeit we saw Pierre in defence get crucial minutes tonight as he builds up his fitness. We saw George Nurse again, who impressed second half the other day, and I mean, George Nurse, it looks like Town have got a player on their hands with him, young lad, very good on the ball for a sort of left-sided defender, centre half.
really impressed again. Lee, good at left wing back again. So they do have bodies there, but to have lost another one, obviously availability-wise, to illness, to COVID, is not ideal. But, you know, we can't moan about a lack of depth. We just obviously wish Ebanks Landau well. Clearly, Elliot Bennett will take the captaincy for a while as vice-captain while Ethan recovers, and hopefully he'll be back available on Saturday week. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, get well soon, Ethan. Right, that wraps us up for a good evening here at the Meadow. For all the post-match reaction, you know where to go, shropshirestar.com.